Hi,
Do you still
everybody.
have it?
No, I don't. Hi, everybody. This is Joey M coming in with a
Our
collaboration.
third attempt, three.
A collaboration. Help me, Jesus. A collaboration with experience on dating advice or advice in general for people who are seeking relationships. Um, what can they do to enhance getting into a relationship, and what are the ups and downs and general topics of being in a relationship, and where would you start with that? As in
Don't look at
dating,
me.
I ain't nobody gonna be starting with you. I'm just saying, as in dating, where you think it would probably be a good place? I would say personally, wherever your interest strikes you. Like if you're in a bookstore and you're a bookworm or something like that, you might find.
None of them hoes do that these days.
See, there you
Isn't
go.
it all on the internets?
I don't know. I ain't on no internet like that. I'm
That's what
just
they
saying.
do, isn't it?
I'm trying to give good advice. I ain't talking about no internet whole advice. Oh, have mercy.
Well, I always just went to the club.
Well, they don't have clubs no more like that.
That's true. Go to the booty club. Do the twerking and all that stuff.
I'm gonna twerk you and you better be quiet. That mess. Anyway,
This is almost 7 years of marriage.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And besides, we didn't date very long. It was only a short
Don't
time.
blame
A
me. Don't tell
very
us
short time.
all our business. Lord Jesus. Oh Lord.
And then we got hitched.
Okay, how? Well, describe our situation in not in detail, but how things came about. Maybe somebody could learn from our experience, or maybe somebody could be going through.
Well, I came across this hookup and
No, wait a minute.
online, and we just had a connection, and we stayed in contact with
online,
each other,
online.
and we ended up seeing each other, and then we got hitched.
But wait a minute. You need to clarify seeing each other. You mean going out on dates?
No, not really, because
We ain't talking hookup seeing each other. I'm just saying like.
no, we came to visit each other because we lived
That's
in
so
we
worse.
lived in different countries.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay, that sounds better because you talking about we came to see each other and all that. That sounds like a lady of the night situation. You need to stop that
my.
mess. Anyway, so what advice would you give people who are in a long distance relationship that was like kind of our situation?
Well, that's a difficult one. It's hard to maintain a long distance relationship, and I guess you have to sort of have a plan on, eventually to be together. And I think we did come to that
Yeah, we did.
eventually, within a short period of time.
But you also
but that's not everyone's
forte.
experience, or maybe not the best possible scenario, but
Mhm.
it's hard to meet people in your own city sometimes, and sometimes when you do, it doesn't quite work out.
Yeah, and when you're dating,
I guess maybe to keep an open mind, and maybe think about maybe people from other places, but
Yeah.
that's a tough call, I guess.
It not necessarily, because if you have the means of travel and you can travel to another location and meet more and more people because your area is more rural where you can't meet nobody, then that's a good opportunity to kind of visit and things. I kind of did that with our situation, but even though it was like two countries apart, not like a location and things. And also, if you're dealing with a long distance relationship, you also gotta have trust in the situation as well. Because number one, you're dealing with a long distance relationship, so you know what you got yourself
And also,
into.
you had to make a decision on whether you were going to come here or I was to go to where you were at the time.
Yeah, because that's a big decision.
That was very difficult.
Yeah, and
But,
yeah, And
I didn't
also,
want to uproot you as well.
no, and I knew at that time I wasn't happy where I was at, so I decided myself that I'll be the one to be moving um, into his location than for him to come into my location because it was more convenient for.
She just pooped.
Anyway, it was more convenient for me to come to his location than for him to come to my location because he was more established than I was. So those are the factors you gotta think about when you're dealing with a long distance relationship. So, and once you're in the relationship, the whole thing of getting to know each other is a whole other ball game.
Well, we just stayed in touch with each other.
But once we moved in,
Usually every day.
yeah. But once
we
we moved
really
in,
got to know each other once we moved in with each other, but that wasn't almost a year and a half.
and our suggestion would be get to know the person as much as possible. Like if you're seriously dating, if you guys are opting to stay over, see how the other person is versus how each other is, and then that way you have an idea to try to get to know what their mannerisms and how the people are that you possibly potentially going to spend a long-term relationship with. And you know you learn a lot more things than when you're dating versus when you actually move in with somebody. That's a whole other ball game, and that's when you really get to learn to
Get to know each other.
yeah. So I mean, I would suggest that, you know, if you're dating and if it's like 6 or 7 months down the road, you know, take your time, but get to know as much as possible and do your homework as well too. Don't get wrapped up in the BS of, oh, I'm in love, where you get blindsided if they're whispering the sweet nothings in your ear. I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying, like, in certain scenarios, people can be so wrapped up in love they don't see.
My.
Well, they don't see the whole truth of somebody who might be playing them. So
That's
basically, what I'm saying is, do your research if you're dating somebody. Especially these days, everybody's on this player kick and things where you have to be on point of getting to know who this person is and what they're about versus I'm in love and I trust them. You might trust them, but also don't be a blind bitch. I'm just saying.
My.
That's true. So, and once you're married or in a long distance or in a long term relationship, you know, arguments may come. Like with us, we don't really argue at things.
Really.
If we have a disagreement, we say what we gotta say. I'm very vocal and I say what I say and I keep it moving. Where versus you would say something and let it marinate a little bit, you know. And I think what it is, you have to learn between the two how the people's personalities is to make that
You
work.
have to communicate.
Exactly. If it's something I don't like, I'll say it. And then if something he don't like, he'll say it, and we'll talk it out. So that's the whole key, pretty much in a nutshell.
But I think that came over time, though. It didn't happen right away.
Yeah, but I would suggest, as soon as you're in that relationship, you need to go ahead and start expressing that right off the bat, because if not, you shouldn't wait until it gets late like what we did, because I think that's a part of the communication situation. So in a nutshell, that's what it is with relationship advice. It's not too hard, it's not easy either, but it is what it is. And the whole thing on our part is talking about communication and just learning from each other and just having a balanced relationship at things, more or less. And that's just how it is. And it works great for us. And 7 years strong, hopefully be 27 years stronger. So
I'll be really old.
Anyway, y'all, that's it for our collaboration. I wish we had more minutes, but We
Bye,
are
Zizi.
done. Zizi said good night, and we say good night too. And I hope just a few little advices worked out well. So for you guys, and hopefully it'll work out well for us continuing at things. So once again, this is Joey M and the husband over here. So good. Why are you shaking your head? Anyway, and ZZ, welcome ZZ, y'all. Anyway, so everybody have a good night, and I will talk to you guys soon. And I want to say thank you to Experience for inviting me on this collab. And
Thank you.
yeah, and we hope to get you up here soon. You got to come up here and visit us. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.